afternoon. Everybody, please stand, and gentlemen, remove your caps. We're going to sing the national anthem. Please join me in welcoming Jim Taylor, our facilities manager, who keeps everything running smoothly behind the scenes every day. Today, he's stepping into the spotlight to share another one of his talents as he performs the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Jim. Please be seated. So good afternoon and welcome to the Kent State University at Geauga and Twinsburg Academic Center's Spring 2025 Commencement Ceremony. I will begin by introducing the members of the platform party. Academic Vice Dean Tiffany Kiphart, Dr. Rich Marquardt, Superintendent of West Geauga Local Schools, Professor Amy Lepard, Program Director, Associate of Applied Science and Nursing Degree Program, Professor Jerica Larabina, Program Coordinator and Lecturer, Bachelor of Science and Nursing Degree Program, and Dr. Casey Ray, Associate Professor and Faculty Council Chair. I'm Angela Spalsbury, and I'm your Dean and Chief Administrative Officer at Kent State Geauga and Twinsburg Academic Center. It's such a joy to be with you all here today, so let me start by saying a huge congratulations to our graduates. This is the day we've all been working towards, and I couldn't be more proud of each and every one of you. I know it hasn't been easy. I think all of you have been juggling work and your studies, and probably most of you have been balancing family responsibilities on top of everything else. So hats off to you for reaching this incredible milestone. Your success brings immense joy to all of us here, our faculty and staff, your family and friends. We're just thrilled to be able to celebrate with you today. Now, you graduates know you didn't get to this point alone, and we have many people to thank. So if you are a parent, grandparent, spouse, child, or significant other of one of our graduates, please stand so that we can recognize the support you've given to them. Come on, stand up. I would also like to ask any veterans in our graduating class or audience to please stand so that we can thank you for your service to our country. Lastly, and certainly not least, I want to thank our Geauga campus and Twinsburg Academic Center advisory board members who help us connect to our communities and are great supporters of our students. Advisory board members, please stand so that we can recognize and thank you. Now I'd like to present our Friend of the Campus Award, Early Career Achievement Award, and Distinguished Alumni Award. Our Friend of the Campus Award recognizes individuals or organizations who have made significant contributions to Kent State University Geauga campus and Twinsburg Academic Center. It's my pleasure to share with you that Richard and Christy Frenchie have been chosen as the recipients of the 2025 Friend of the Campus Award. Today, we are proud to honor these two extraordinary champions of our campus. As lifelong residents of Geauga County, Rich and Christy share a deep commitment to their community, to healthcare, and to the power of education. The Geauga campus holds special meaning for them both. Christy's connections to Kent State runs blue and gold. She is a proud member of a three-generation Kent State family. Her grandmother, her mother, and her brother all earned their degrees from Kent State. With a lifelong passion for science and discovery, Christy brings that same energy and curiosity to her support of the university and its students. Rich is a tireless volunteer and leader, currently serving as chair of the Geauga Campus Advisory Board. He also serves as a member of the Kent State Foundation Board and the Alumni Association National Board. His leadership helped launch the campus's Bachelor of Science in Nursing program in the late 80s. It's a lasting contribution to our regional healthcare. Through their continued philanthropy, the Frenchies are investing in the future of Geauga County by establishing an endowed nursing scholarship and lending their name to the Richard J. and Christy A. Frenchie Chemistry and Biology Laboratories at the Burton campus. Please join me in celebrating Richard and Christy Frenchie. Come on up. Our Early Career Achievement Award honors a recent graduate by recognizing outstanding achievement in his or her chosen field, as well as dedication to our campus. This award spotlights future leaders among Kent State alumni who have shown continued commitment to the community and the university. It's my pleasure to announce that Benjamin Wilcox has been chosen to receive our 2025 Early Career Achievement Award. Ben is one of many successful alumni from our campus, and his journey is a powerful example of dedication, service, and perseverance. As a veteran, college graduate, and now a police officer, Ben has already built an impressive portfolio early in his career. While a student, Ben was actively involved on campus, serving as the undergraduate student government president during his final 2 years. His leadership, commitment, and dedication to his peers and drive to make a difference were evident then, and they continue today in his current role as a police officer with the Chardon Police Department. Ben's passion for service, proactive mindset, and dedication to his community set him apart as a rising professional. We're incredibly proud of Ben's accomplishments and excited to see his future. Please join me in congratulating Benjamin Wilcox, the 2025 Early Career Achievement Award recipient. Congratulations, Ben. And I should add that Ben was in the class of 2020, the one year that we did not have an in-person graduation. And I told him I was going to get him on this stage. So there you have it, Ben. Yes. Next, we will recognize the recipient of the Distinguished Alumni Award. This award honors highly exceptional alumni who have made outstanding contributions in their field of endeavor and who have demonstrated extraordinary service to our campus community. It's my pleasure to announce that Brittany Sustar has been chosen to receive our 2025 Distinguished Alumni Award. Brittany currently serves as the Nursing Operations Patient Experience Manager at University Hospital's Geauga Medical Center, where she's known for her compassionate leadership, commitment to excellence, and dedication to improving the patient experience. Throughout her career, Brittany has earned numerous accolades that reflect her professionalism and impact. She has been named a Healthcare Hero 2022, Hero of the Month 2017, President's Award winner 2014, and Unit Nurse of the Year 2013, among other recognitions of excellence. Beyond her professional accomplishments, Brittany is deeply engaged in the community. She serves as board chair for Lifeline and is an active member of the Geauga YMCA board. She also recently earned a master's degree in business administration and plans to pursue a Doctor of Nursing Practice, DNP. Brittany's story is one of perseverance and purpose. Becoming a single mother at age 17, she faced significant challenges early on, but through hard work, vision, and determination, she has become a leader, role model, and advocate for others. We are incredibly proud to recognize Brittany Sustar as the recipient of the 2025 Distinguished Alumni Award. Congratulations, Brittany. Come on up. Now I would like to recognize those staff and faculty members who are nominated and selected for Faculty and Staff Excellence Awards. Dr. Casey Ray, Associate Professor of Sociology and Criminology, is our 2025 Full-Time Faculty Excellence Award winner. Dr. Ray has distinguished herself through her leadership, dedication, and student-centered approach while balancing being a mom and a role model to her 4 children. Dr. Ray engages students in the classroom with ethical scenarios that deepen their understanding of policy and law. At the same time, her insight into how race and perception affect social justice fosters meaningful dialogue. She encourages students to explore current events with a critical lens, especially as they relate to the criminal justice system, access to counsel, and its broader effects on families. Students trust and admire her, often seeking her guidance on integrating the criminology minor into their academic plans. These kind words come directly from her colleagues' thoughtful nominations, clear evidence of the respect she has earned on our campus as an inclusive leader. Dr. Ray's commitment to teaching and mentorship exemplifies the spirit of this award. Congratulations, Dr. Ray. Hi, Dilly. Our 2025 Staff Excellence Award goes to Kimberly Robinson Scruggs. Kim exemplifies what it means to go above and beyond to serve our students, faculty, and campus community. Her positive attitude and unwavering commitment to student success makes her an essential part of our team. The nominations submitted by students and faculty speak volumes about Kim's impact. One student shared, "Ms. Kim was the first person I met at the Twinsburg campus, and she immediately made the building feel like home. She was calm, patient, and very kind." Another said, "Every day when I'm leaving class, I talk with Ms. Kim. She brings a smile to my face and brightens my day." Known affectionately as our sweet, beloved secretary, Kim welcomes everyone with a smile at the front desk. Her calming demeanor and warm presence create an inviting atmosphere that makes students and faculty feel cared for. One colleague noted, "Her desk is often clustered with students, a testament to how comfortable and valued they feel in her presence." I am pleased to recognize Kim Robinson Scruggs as the 2025 Staff Excellence Award recipient. And I want to add that in addition to the award, students have put together a binder of cards for you, which I'm going to give you now too. So come on up. It's now my pleasure to welcome our commencement student speaker, Owen Orlowski. Owen has been a familiar face at the Geauga campus, working for several years as a student employee in both the facilities and IT departments. In his IT role, he supported students, faculty, and staff by helping resolve computer and classroom AV issues. Those who worked with him appreciate his willingness to help and his steady presence around campus. Through his time in these roles, Owen built positive relationships with many in the campus community. Now, Owen is continuing to stay close to the Geauga community, working just up the road at Berkshire High School as a substitute teacher. He's graduating this afternoon with a Bachelor of Science in Education and Middle Childhood Education. Please join me in welcoming Owen.
Hello, everybody. I am honored to be your tour guide through the reflection of one of the most intense, strenuous, and at times seemingly impossible tasks that we have now completed. My name is Owen Orlowski. College. Webster's dictionary defines college as an artistic composition made of various materials, such as paper, cloth, or wood, glued on a surface. Dare I say, we are the various materials, and the surface today we are glued to is this university. I'm Owen Orlowski, and to quote Allen Iverson, we're talking about practice. Not a game, we're talking about practice. So you may be thinking to yourself, what's the point of 2 or 4 years of practice? 8 weeks ago, on this continent, in a nation that has begun to age, we began this journey. A quest for knowledge, experience. We set out with a goal not only to grow in intelligence, but in integrity. Hello, my name is Owen Orlowski. I may be a familiar face to those of you that attended the Geauga campus. However, if you attended the Twinsburg campus, you probably wouldn't recognize me unless I'm wearing the Golden Flash mascot costume. Throughout my life, I have, as I'm sure many of you have, been labeled many things. A son, a brother, a husband, a friend, an employee. Now, following my graduation from Kent State University's Geauga and Twinsburg Academic Center's Middle Childhood Education program, I will be adorned with new labels, including college graduate, teacher, coach, mentor. For some of you, it may be nurse, psychologist, artist, manager, or business owner. But there is one label that has helped me progress through this program, and I believe it will help me successfully progress through the rest of my life as well. And that label is student. In the words of Michael Scott, regional manager of Dunder Mifflin Paper Company's Scranton, Pennsylvania branch, from the hit television series The Office, the most important part of a speech is the opening line. When time is not a factor, I like to try out 3 or 4. As an English teacher, it is important for students to know different figurative language and literary elements. One of my favorites is irony. In case you didn't know, irony can be defined as containing large amounts of iron, an element represented on the periodic table by the letters Fe. Now that I've finished with the introduction, I hope nobody was planning on going to the early bird special after this, and to be honest, you're probably not going to make it to the end of happy hour either. Anyways, the label of student. As my time as a student at Kent State Geauga, there were some great moments and memories that I hope to have my entire life. I had a slightly different experience than the average student, as someone who worked as a student worker on campus my entire collegiate career. From trying to pop kickflips on the moving carts, or beating head honcho of security, Mr. John Old Schultz, in chess games during lunch. Or the memory of the one time where I blew up nearly 200 balloons and put them in Jim, the wonderful man who sang the national anthem's office. As a student, there were memories I made as well. I don't know how everybody else fared, but at the start of my collegiate journey was a little bit rough. But as I continued along, it became easier to succeed and feel confident in my classes. And one struggle throughout college that I had, as I'm sure many of you also experienced, was with group projects. Group projects could be difficult. Typically, I felt like there was one of 2 roles. There was the role in a group project of the people that did everything. There was the role of those that did not. So, I don't know about the rest of you, but in my collegiate career, I saw both of those roles in different classes. So, in my semester of spring of 2020, I was taking a geology class with Dr. Clement online. And in that class, we had a group project where we were doing research. Well, we got this assignment in the first couple weeks, and dare I say, completely slipped my mind for the rest of the semester. I'm thinking I'm flying through, passing with flying colors, only to find out the weekend after finals that Dr. Clement leaves a voicemail on my phone saying, "Hey, you're failing the class." Well, my partner in that project had done everything and told her that I had done nothing. So, thankfully, she let me redo the project and I was able to pass the class, but dare I say, I will never do that again. So, on the flip side, also in 2020, I was taking an architecture class, and we were in a group project designing a building. Well, that was when everything went online, and unfortunately, we lost a little bit of communication during those weeks when we first went online, and it came time for us to present this project online, and, well, I had done the whole project. Hadn't really heard much from my classmates. But that's okay, we all made it through. It was a difficult time for us all. So, there are so many people for us to thank throughout this journey. For me, I would like to thank God for all the grace He's given me, the gifts of knowledge, perseverance, and joy. I would like to thank my beautiful and amazing wife, Isabella. I would like to thank my parents, Sandy and Joe, for the unending support. Thank you to my teachers, Dr. Deaver, Dr. Shaker, Dr. J, Professor Mass, Professor Reinhardt, Professor Potter, and Professor Henson, and all of my other professors who helped build me into the teacher that I have become. Thank you to Kevin and to Jim for letting me work for you. And not to sound like an acceptance speech at an award show, but thank you to all of the friends and family for your love and support, including Logan, Annie, Weston, Kai, Aiden, Walt, Diane, Ben, Rebecca, Andrew and John, Jenna, Maddie, Dave, Colin and Layla, Andrew, Ian, Drake, Will, and Will. Thank you to my mentor teachers, Nick, Taylor, Dave, Michaela, and Sherry. And those that I missed that helped me along the way, I wish truly and deeply to thank you. Gratitude is an incredibly important thing that can greatly impact your mood. So I encourage each and every one of you to take time to thank those who have helped you reach this milestone at some point before you continue on to this next stage in your life. Just thinking about it now, that definition I gave earlier for irony. I don't think it was quite suitable, so I looked it up in the dictionary. Webster's dictionary defines irony as the action or process of smoothing or pressing with, or as if with a heated iron. Anyways, along this journey, I have learned many things, including the fact that not every day is going to be great or easy. However, I learned that your mindset and your attitude can greatly improve those days where they just don't seem to be going so great. One of the books that I acquired throughout college as a gift from Professor Henson was called Teach Like a Pirate by Dave Burgess. In this book, Burgess explains exactly what I just said, that not every date is going to be great or perfect, but Burgess encourages his readers to be filled with passion. And he breaks down 3 different types of passion. The first type of passion pertains to education, and it is called content passion. That is the passion of the subject that you are teaching to your students. However, the other 2 types of passion pertain to all. The second type of passion is professional passion. And professional passion can be thought of as focusing on the parts of the job that you genuinely enjoy. And it can make those days that aren't going as great seem maybe a little bit better and remind you why you are pushing forward and continuing what you are doing. The final type of passion that Burgess describes is personal passion. Personal passions are those things outside of your job or field of work that you are passionate about. Having things that you're able to be passionate about and greatly enjoy is a huge when it comes to those difficult days. Being able to end your day and have something that you are passionate about and enjoy waiting at home for you is a great motivator and mindset improver. As well as enjoying personal passions while not at work, Burgess also encourages finding ways to incorporate those personal passions into your professional life. In education, it can be easy to find ways to intertwine your personal passions with your curriculum. However, I believe that with some reflection and creativity, it can be possible to integrate aspects of your personal interests and passions into your professional life. So ultimately, I challenge you to find and reflect upon how you can integrate those things you are passionate about into your professional life. Find what drives and fuels you so that when those difficult days come, you're prepared to make the most of them. You did it. Think about that for just a moment. You did it. All the time you have spent these past years has culminated and come to fruition. You did it. In the words of former NBA champion and Boston Celtic Jason Tatum, we did it. Oh my gosh, we did it! We must be having some technical difficulties. I told there would be pyrotechnics at this part of the speech. There we are. There we go. Great work getting those pyrotechnics up and running, team. Great job. Well, you are now a college graduate. As I have stated before, there is always room for growth. During my time in college, I stumbled across the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. Within the book, Clear talks about the importance of building positive habits, even if they may seem to be small and insignificant. Early in the book, Clear shares the story of the British cycling team. The British cycling team had been on a nearly century-long drought at the start of the early 2000s. At this point, a new coach named Dave Brailsford was hired to attempt to find this team's success. Clear explains that Brailsford had a unique approach that sought to find small margins of improvements throughout his athletes' lives as a whole, not only their athletic lives. Brailsford explained that his logic was if you broke down all of the minute aspects that went into riding a bike, when each of those aspects was improved minimally, even by just 1%, the overall increase would be substantial. Believing in that process, the cycling team studied and refined things that other teams most likely never thought of. So from figuring out what mattress or pillow provided each athlete with the best night of sleep, to painting the inside of the team vehicles white so they could easily spot any small particles of dust that may contaminate their fine-tuned equipment, the team sought out continually these 1% improvements. After several years of these small improvements, the British cycling team began to see immense success. collecting many medals and awards throughout these past 20 years since the beginning of this practice. So you may be asking yourself, I'm not a cyclist, what does this have to do with me? Well, not to offend anyone here, but if I were to wager a guess, I would assume that nobody has streamlined and perfected every aspect of your lives. Even if you currently feel you have a fine-tuned and perfected your routine and have your life down to a science, the world is constantly changing and new technology is constantly being evolved. The reason I share this anecdote with you is because I believe that there are some stellar individuals in this room. I know that many of you have and will continue to do great things, but I would like to challenge you. It may seem small, it may seem insignificant, but I would like to challenge you to find an aspect of your life, or many aspects of your life, whether professional or personal, and try and improve those aspects of your life by 1% each day. Over the years of your career, if you constantly challenge yourself to make these small improvements, I believe that so many of you could end up at the top of your fields, achieving even more incredible things. As I continue, I would like to share a poem that I wrote that I believe encapsulates the message I wish to leave you with today. As I'm reading this poem, I invite you to close your eyes and visualize the words of this poem. It's titled Raindrops on the Rooftop. And as the sun comes out to shine on this day of celebration, as many memories flood my mind like raindrops on the rooftop. Pitter patter. Times are calm and serene, flowing through days like wind through trees, progressing through life with ease. These times have passed and others will come like raindrops on the rooftop. Drip, drop. Trials are approaching and storms are rising. A beast is encroaching, ready to enclose on you tightly. These times have passed, and others will follow, like raindrops on the rooftop. Splish, splash. Joy is abundant, and triumph is sweet, when shared with those we love. A piece of fruit ripe from the tree, delicious like a comb of honey. These times have come like many others will, like raindrops on the rooftop. Every day, every moment, the passing of time, memories remembered and forgotten, fall like raindrops on the rooftop. So thinking back to this label of student, although some of you have finished your formal education, I encourage you to never stop learning. Find things that you are passionate about and never stop learning about them. Find new things to learn about in your professional life and always strive to be at the top of your field. I encourage you to never stop learning. Continue to find ways to grow, to improve, and always remember to express gratitude. Before I finish speaking here today, I just wanted to let you all know that unfortunately I had to cut my speech a little short today. If I had more time, I would have recited the game American chess grandmaster Bobby Fischer played in 1967 in Monaco against Bent Larson and provide annotation. But I believe it would provide insight and relatability to my message today, but sadly, that game will have to wait for another day. So, that's the end of happy hour, but you still might have time to catch the end of the early bird special. So, in conclusion, I am wishing each and every one of you joy and success as you continue on your journey through life. And now that we have reached the end of my speech, before I go, I would like to say congratulations to the class of 2025.
Thank you, Owen. It is now my honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Richard Marquardt. Dr. Marquardt was born and raised in Amherst, New York. He's a graduate of Amherst Central High School, and he holds a BA from Houghton College, an MA in History, and a PhD in Educational Administration from Kent State University. Before entering administration, Dr. Marquardt taught middle and high school social studies with a focus on American history. Over his career, he has served in numerous leadership roles, including principal at all school levels, and he was superintendent of 3 districts, Berkshire Local Schools, Beechwood City Schools, and currently at West Geauga Local School District. As superintendent, he has ensured high levels of academic achievement, has led major school improvement projects, and he guided the district consolidation efforts. Dr. Marquardt and his wife Nancy live on their family farm in Geauga County, where they raise shorthorn cattle and horses. Their 3 daughters and 10 grandchildren, all in Northeast Ohio, keep them joyfully busy with sports and 4-H activities. Please join me in welcoming Superintendent Richard Marquardt as our commencement speaker.
Good afternoon. Welcome, graduates, families, and friends. I was honored to be asked to speak at today's commencement ceremony. Those who've heard me speak in the past can attest that I tend to keep my remarks brief, so that fact may be of considerable consolation to those of you who compose our audience today. My family and I moved to Geauga County in 1999, making us relative newcomers to many of you. My 3 daughters attended and graduated from the Berkshire Local School District. My 2 youngest went on to graduate from Kent State University, one of them attending nearly all of her classes at the Burton campus. The third graduated from a different college, but her oldest daughter will be enrolling in Kent's nursing program this fall, so all 3 of my daughters have connections with KSU. I myself, as you noted, was a graduate of Kent State University with a master's degree in history, PhD in educational administration. Twice I have served as a member of the KSU Geauga Advisory Board, once as superintendent of the Berkshire Local School District and again as the superintendent of the West Geauga Local School District upon returning after 11 years as superintendent of the Beechwood School District in Cuyahoga County. So my family's ties to Northeast Ohio are fairly strong, as is my commitment to the mission of Kent State University and its regional campuses. Graduates, you are living proof of the value of the opportunities offered by this institution. Many of you are first-generation college graduates, as am I. Many of you have sacrificed time, opportunities, and dollars to be here. Let me assure you that your sacrifices were worth it. In the early 1800s, President Thomas Jefferson, in support of the establishment of the University of Virginia, promoted the concept of an aristocracy of talent to replace the aristocracy of wealth of which he himself was a member. Jefferson knew that virtue and talent were not the exclusive property of the upper class. He envisioned a society where education, as the great equalizer, would afford opportunities for the common person to contribute and lead this nation. You who are graduating today represent that aristocracy of talent. So graduates, congratulations, not just for graduating, but for choosing the route that you did to make that happen. Both the Twinsburg and Geauga campuses offer accessible, affordable paths to a college degree. You're graduating free of the excessive college debts that many who attend higher tuition institutions face. That will be of financial value to you as you enter the field of work and prepare to make some of the major purchases that come with independent adulthood. This is probably the point where I should congratulate your parents and family members as well, because they've helped you to attain this goal, and if you're under the age of 25, they've also helped to prepare you to leave the nest. Graduates, don't get me wrong, we love you, but we really don't want to have you living with us into middle adulthood. Your parents have lives too, and if you have younger siblings, they probably want your room. So, my first piece of advice to you graduates would be to recognize those who helped you along your educational journey and tell them how much you've appreciated their support. As has been noted, they might be your parents, your grandparents, your spouse, your children, another relative, a teacher, or an employer. We all have different benefactors, but none of us accomplishes anything without the support of someone. There's a country saying I like. It goes like this: you're just a turtle on a fence post. You didn't get up there by yourself, somebody helped you. Graduates, be sure to thank the ones who helped you. Often commencement speakers discuss the job market, careers of the future, and what qualities graduates will need to navigate a rapidly changing, technology-rich work environment. While I've certainly seen the impact of such factors in my 40 years as an educator, my pretending to be an expert on the topic would be like having a coal miner talk to you about what it's like to be an astronaut. So I'll stick to what I know and offer a little advice from lessons I've learned throughout my life as a teacher and school administrator. First, never act like you're the smartest person in the room, even if you are. Listen to your colleagues. I learned from experience that my ideas are seldom as good as our ideas. Be sure to engage the voices of those with whom you work. Sometimes the quiet people just need to be encouraged to contribute. Hear them. Don't let the people with the loudest voice rule the day. Don't be afraid to admit when you're wrong. Everyone makes mistakes, but few like to say so. Try not to make mistakes, but when you do, own them. Sometimes people think admitting a mistake or changing an opinion makes one look weak. Actually, the opposite is true. Admitting one was wrong causes people to respect you more. After all, chances are they already knew. When you should apologize for your actions, say you're sorry. Don't say, I apologize if I offended you. That doesn't mean anything. I've tried it with my wife. Don't offend or embarrass someone publicly, then whisper an apology the next time you see them. If others witnessed your offense, make sure they witness your apology. That way the person you offended will know you're sincere. Once as a very young teacher, I made a sarcastic remark to a student in front of my class. Nobody said anything, but I knew my comment was undeserved and out of line. So the next day, I apologized to the student in front of the entire class. One of my other students said, that's the first time I've ever seen a teacher apologize to a student. My apology might have been the most important lesson I taught to those kids that year. This next one's a tough one. Be fair, even when it's not popular. I remember a challenge that I faced once as a young superintendent. I had to choose between disappointing a student or angering a bunch of teachers. I knew fully the circumstances that led to the conflict, and I knew that the student was right. However, if I took the student's side in the matter, I would be opening a hornet's nest of conflict with my teachers. The principal sided with the teachers, telling me that if I supported the student, I would be committing professional suicide. I shared my dilemma with my wife, who's one of the wisest people I know. She's also a career-long teacher who lived and breathed her calling to a degree that I have seen exhibited by few, if any others. Knowing how strongly she supported fellow teachers, her response still did not surprise me. She said, the teachers will get over it if you don't support them in this dispute. I'm not sure that the student will if you don't support him. I won't bore you with the details, but I suspect you can guess correctly that I supported the kid. Yes, the teachers got angry, and yes, most of them got over it. Regardless, I would repeat my actions in a heartbeat. It's far more important to do the right thing than it is to be popular. My next piece of advice is to be genuine, to be yourself. Don't assume an artificial persona just because somebody else thinks you should. You'll never be happy as a square peg jammed into a round hole. Be yourself. That advice is not meant as a license to disregard the expectations of your employers or to disrespect the sensitivities of others. Rather, it's meant to encourage you to be the person you want to be within the vocational boundaries you've chosen. My turtle on the fence post metaphor should have given you a hint that I'm a country boy at heart. I'm one of the longest-serving public school superintendents in Ohio, yet I've never been what could be described as a typical school administrator. People who know me outside of my professional role commonly see me in work boots, a sleeveless t-shirt, sunglasses, and a backwards baseball cap. I might be tending to my cattle, riding a horse, or driving my tractors. You see, underneath the tailored suits, the country boy is just below the surface. He's hardworking, he's loyal, and he has a wry sense of humor, and he doesn't tolerate a lot of nonsense from anybody. All of those personal traits have helped me to lead successfully two of the highest performing school districts in Ohio. Don't lose who you are when you put on a uniform or a fancy suit. While I'm on the topic of rural metaphors, here's another one. Never wrestle with pigs. You'll get dirty and they'll enjoy it. I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. Some people just love to cause trouble and try their best to make life miserable for others. I'm not sure what drives them, but I suspect that they have some sort of deficiency in their personal lives. You'll meet them, and you'll know them when you do. Just don't become one of them. Often they spread their opinions on social media. It's an easy way for people with little real influence to kid themselves into thinking they're important. Don't let them get you down. Along those same lines, be careful what you communicate to others through your own words and actions, particularly when you're having a bad day. When I was an assistant principal early in my career, I used to caution students by telling them that I couldn't punish them for something they said Or I'm sorry, I couldn't punish them for thinking something, but I could once they said it. So my advice to you today is think it but don't say it. And for sure, don't put it in writing. Words can hurt both the recipient and the sender, so pause before you open your mouth, act in anger, or click send on that email. Well, now that you've allowed me to share my opinions for a few minutes, you're officially ready to face the world. In reality, you'll forget most of what I said here today very quickly. So if you don't hear anything else, just remember this. Treat other people like you want to be treated. Always show respect. Always demonstrate fairness. And always remember the turtle on the fence post. Congratulations, class of 2025. I wish you the best.
Thank you, Superintendent Markwart. When your program is called, will the candidates for that degree please stand and remain standing? Candidate for the Associate of Applied Business. Candidate for the Associate of Applied Science in Criminology and Justice Studies. Candidates for the Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. Candidates for the Associate of Science. Candidate for the Associate of Technical Study. Candidate for the Bachelor of Arts in Fashion Design and Certificate in Business Management Technology. Candidate for the Bachelor of Arts in Paralegal Studies. Candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Candidates for the Bachelor of Business Administration and Business Management. Candidate for the Bachelor of Science in Professional Studies. Candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Education. Candidate for the Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. Candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Candidates for the Bachelor of Technical and Applied Studies. Candidates for the Certificate in Medical Assisting. Dean Spalsbury, on behalf of the faculty of the Geauga campus and the Twinsburg Academic Center of Kent State University, and representing the faculty of the Kent campus, I am pleased to certify the candidates for the associate and bachelor's degrees and certificates in their respective programs. These candidates have satisfied all requirements for the listed degrees as determined by their academic departments.
Under the laws of the state of Ohio and by designation from the Kent State University Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree for which you have been certified, admitting you to all the rights and privileges which throughout the world pertain to those degrees. As your name is read by Academic Vice Dean Tiffany Kiphart, please come forward to receive your diploma.
Bilan Biliama. The following student has earned an Associate of Applied Science in Criminology and Justice Studies, Jordan Sedensky. Program Director Amy Lepard, will you please join Dean Spalsbury for the presentation of degrees? The following students have earned an Associate of Applied Science in Nursing, Sharday Barnwell. Kristen Boone. Helena Carlson. Amela Chern. Don Combs. Ariel Cowling. Marie Dalton. Dorcas Dansawa. Jacqueline Davison Hamlin. Jacqueline Giordano. Ashlyn Fedor. Aiden Furlong. Michaela Gill. Nakia Hayes. Christy Halad. Richard Ingracia. Alyssa Casimir. Edward Koshar. Joy Lowther. Paige Mauk. Kaylee Melman. Nathan Molnar. Creelan Provit. Tori Ricky. Devota Rusizana. Shanzia Sanders. Dominique Stanley. Andrian Taylor. Brianna Wiles. Janaya Williams. The following students have earned an Associate of Science. Aloia Ali. William Bamler. William is a Twinsburg High School student, graduating with a high school diploma and an associate's degree. Sarai Carter. Arian Hawks. Latricia Robinson. Haley Umble. The following student has earned an Associate of Technical Study. Renaya Arthur. The following student has earned a Bachelor of Arts in Fashion Design and a Certificate in Business Management Technology. Samantha Larrabee. The following student has earned a Bachelor of Arts in Paralegal Studies. Tessa Klein. The following student has earned a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and Sociology and an Associate of Arts. Mariah Bosman. The following student has earned a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Carlzo Cardwell. The following students have earned a Bachelor of Business Administration. Anthony Semielli. Gabriella Taylor. The following student has earned a Bachelor of Science in Professional Studies. Selena Witherspoon. The following students have earned a Bachelor of Science in Education. Layla Mulligan. Owen Orlowski. Colin Pers. The following student has earned a Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. Anthony Anania. Program Coordinator Jessica Larabina, will you please join Dean Spalsbury for the presentation of degrees? The following students have earned a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Mark Lloyd Galera. Maya Lampick. Maya is also earning an Associate of Science. Jericho Huth. Gabrielle Morgret. Tabitha Stallings. Janiyah Walker. The following students have earned a Bachelor of Technical and Applied Studies. Jenna Litz. Andrew Wickert. The following students have earned a certificate in medical assisting. Victoria Thompson. Victoria is a Berkshire High School student graduating with a high school diploma and a certificate from Kent State. Olivia Zagara. Olivia is also a Berkshire High School student graduating with a high school diploma and a certificate from Kent State.
Thank you, Dean Kippart. Graduates, please stand. My sincere congratulations to all of you. Now for the moment you've been waiting for. You may move your tassels from the right side to the left side of your mortarboards. I want to congratulate you once again for reaching this major milestone. I know that I can speak for all of our faculty and staff in saying that it has been an honor and a true privilege to serve and educate you. We wish you continued success coupled with good health and much happiness. Congratulations again. So you may sit. Now I'm going to ask everyone to join us in singing the alma mater.
From the New Zealand, Ohio, comes a universal praise. 'Tis the song of alma mater that her sons and daughters raise. 'Tis a hail to Kent forever on the Geauga shore. Now we join the loving thousands as they sing it o'er and o'er. Hail to thee, our alma mater, oh, how beautiful thou art. High enthroned upon the hilltop, reigning over every heart.
Congratulations again. Students, please remain in your row until it is released, and everyone else remains seated until all graduates have left the auditorium. Thank you.